getting you into Zooming focus and setting this up. Yes.
Okay. So the whole point of today's presentation is what else you should know about evidence-based practice. So you already have gone through the steps of evidence-based practice. You understand the ASHA reasons why we use evidence-based practice and everything that they've taught us since Brageau's research methods course. So this is from a researcher's standpoint of how I would look at an article and critique an article. So it's a little bit quicker than going through long checklists, or it's, I guess, a side or a segue into the checklist, but it's a little quicker. So we're gonna talk about why EBP is important, especially from a student standpoint. 2, levels of evidence again. Levels of evidence is something that I forget, and every single time this comes up, I want to teach it because I have to look at it every year we talk about it. So we'll go over levels of evidence. We'll do a quick quality check, so things that I do when I get an article instead of going through those lists that you guys have. 4, looking at bias. So it's very subjective. So everything you guys have talked about with bias is, does it have this, does it have that, does it not, or do you not know? So we'll go through how I would check for bias. Stats, I will give you 2 things that you need to know about stats if you're looking at an evidence-based practice article. Then that extra handout has the tests and why they may have used it. So at a higher level, they might say, why did they choose this statistical design or not? If it was inappropriate, then that invalidates the entire study. But that'll be on your sheet, not today. And then 6, to Google or not to Google. We all do it, and we'll talk about what we can do when we do use Google. So first, the importance of EBP. The field is always changing. So even when I started as a first year 5 years ago, all of our coding changed in those 5 years, and that will change again. So as students, it's really easy to do EBP because in your courses, they teach you the most up-to-date, and then they also teach you what happened right before. So when we were transitioning, all of our clinic faculty were really pushing knowing ICD-9 and all of that for us because it's something you're gonna see. So the old and the new is really important to have an idea of so you don't get thrown in a situation where you don't know what's going on. And a lot of people think EBP is just research-based or it's your best practice, but it's researching your field and getting a better understanding of what you do. 2, it helps support your practice and your decisions. So you've all had your summer outplacements, you've had outplacements here before, and I'm sure one of your supervisors has done something different than you, and then they ask you why. And then you say, I don't know, because that's the way we were taught. I know I got cornered into acoustic reflexes. So I had said that, I guess, threshold of 95 was elevated, but they had a hearing loss. So that was considered normal when you look at the hearing loss. But I was just using terms that when we see 95 or 100, we'll say elevated. Even if there's a hearing loss, we'll just say it's consistent with. And I got cornered and had to just explain why and show where that came from. And that was very nitpicky, and I was like, I don't know. I just figured anything that's not 85, 90 is elevated. And explore other opinions. So as much black and white as audiology may seem, there is a lot of gray, especially when you bring in the cognition and the hearing science research that I do. People don't have the same opinions of what should be used in audiology clinics and what should not. That could even be a hearing test. So you're doing a hearing eval, some people don't believe in word drag. And they say unless you're specifically looking for something retrocochlear and have a reason, then you shouldn't use word drag. Or you use 25 words every time instead of 10. So explore other opinions. One can argue that no one opinion is correct, but the more you read and the more you expose yourself to what's out there, you can have your own opinion, support your own opinion, and you can play devil's advocate with yourself of, okay, okay, I understand why you do it that way, but you have to understand why I do it this way. So, here's the activity. So take a couple minutes and on your own, think of a controversial topic in the field of audiology. Or something that you question. Yeah, yeah. Or something that you question. No, as long as you know what it is, yeah, because the next step will partner up.
Yeah.
So, when, is everyone good? All right. So now with a partner or two, so whoever you're sitting next to, or if you want to break up, find an article about that topic using whatever search engine you see fit. It can be an article, it can be a position statement, so a brief note.
One article for each of our topics?
It could just be one, so you guys can talk about what your two that you thought of, and then pick one that you think you'll find an article or a position statement about.
My internet is not working.
Mine isn't either. Maybe you have to like re-log in.
I did.
It's still giving me 3 spirals of.
Yeah, we do that. I'm doing tympanometry because it's redundant.
Oh, okay.
It works for me like 5 minutes ago, but now it's not.
I know. Mine's like playing class. I don't care which one you do.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's still giving me this error message.
Um,
Go to the guest
Okay,
one.
mine's
You
not
use your
working
phone.
either.
None of you have internet?
It's not working.
Jerome is
It
perfect.
was working literally 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
Even the
That's
guest
good to
is
know, because this is internet also. So let's hope that this stays up, or else we're just gonna be going off of.
Might just be the Wi-Fi.
no Wi-Fi. Oh, I wonder if I
Using
can
my
do it.
phone instead.
I think there's one for both.
So I've got unlimited data in my Wi-Fi hotspot at least.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
He said at least for us.
What we can do instead,
For other
if you don't
people
wanna
who wanna-
use your phone,
Kendra's
is
iPhone.
we can go through where you think you might find a position statement, or what you would have used to find your article. And I heard Kendra say, here we go.
I'm using my hotspot.
Oh.
For the hotspot?
Yeah, man.
Um,
What's that like? Chris pays for that. I basically have the
I
flip
think we got
phone
it for
version
free,
of an
actually.
iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Share that password. I use a silent.
Why is the British Society of Audiology's position statement coming up?
That's 4 at the end.
It's not even.
Weird. Yep. Alright, I guess I'll start.
That's
with
actually
this.
my interview yesterday.
I was thinking
I'm using my hotspot.
Thank you.
Every time.
The one who was like, just fit one, with really intimate and then no back.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't have it
Yep.
at one.
Yeah,
I love that.
I have a connection in this room, so maybe this is the first time
We can get all.
I probably do it, like, I can do it all. Someone and then that's just
Some use like the.
and I'm like,
Any luck with one or two? We had a yeah?
I think so.
All right. So if at least 1 or 2 groups have found at least one, where did your article come from? So first, what was your search engine to get there? It's okay if it's Google.
Google.
Google Scholar. Regular Google or
Straight up
Cool scholar.
Okay.
I use regular.
I use regular Google.
PubMed. After you were on Google.
Right.
Oh.
He Googled
Wow.
PubMed.
Nice.
He Googled PubMed and then, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, now the internet's back.
So, and what is your article from a website? So a .com, and is it